Everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to be all over the place, but focusing on two main areas in today's video. One, we are finally getting to the closet in the living room, getting that decluttered and organized. So happy on how it all turned out. I was able to get rid of quite a bit, take a lot of things out, put some things or relocate a few things. And then the second main focus in today's video is Cameron's room. We were able to go in there and give it a good clean, and so stay tuned for that. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Rosa and I'm a mama of 3 boys. 2 are out of the home, one's off at college, one lives with his girlfriend attending college, and then I have my youngest. You may see him throughout today's video at some point. If not, you'll see him at some point in my other videos. However, he's very involved with the school, with sports and just academics and things like that. I work out of the home 40 hours a week. I'm also my mother's caretaker, and my husband travels quite a bit for work. So a lot of the house maintenance and managing falls on me. So if you are here for some motivation, I hope that today's video brings that to you. If this is your very first video ever watching of mine, I hope you do consider subscribing, joining our community here. Hit the like button, hit that notification bell so you're notified for future uploads. But as you guys can see, this video or this closet is just cluttered, and we need to go through it, get things out. I was able to donate things. I was able to get rid of and trash some things. And I was also able to relocate some things. So let's get into it. We've got a lot to do in today's video. So one of the things that I wanted to do was mainly just empty out the closet, take everything out. And we have already, as a family, gone through all these DVDs, also gone through the CDs. And these are the videos and music or CDs that we wanted to keep for the kids and just for us to have. Yes, we still have a VCR. Yes, I know that a lot of the streaming platforms have majority of these videos or these movies. However, we just like to, instead of having to search for one, just go and get it out of the bin. So I am moving all of my DVDs, and you'll also see that I have a few of the VHSs. Those we just could not part from. However, we did get rid of quite a bit because before DVDs came out, we all know VHS was a thing for a long time. And we had quite a large selection, but we kept some staples such as Little Mermaid, Cinderella, some of like the main characters of Disney. So that's what we kept. But excuse me, I just really wanted to go through all of this, put my hands on everything. And this bin is actually going to be moved into Cameron's closet, and it's going to be stacked on top of my aunt and my uncle's bins of, pictures and things that I was able to take from Arizona when I came home. So from visiting their house. But This box itself is kind of like all of our extra school supplies. So my kids know or did know when they were home, extra paper, printer paper if they needed it, pens, all of that good stuff is all in there. So, and also in this closet, what I did do is put back my, what is that called? The Christmas paper. So there isn't necessarily a place for me to put it, and I didn't want it to go into the attic and ruin the paper. But I do like to purchase a few of those when they go on sale after Christmas, along with the color scheme that I like. So I did stock up on that, so we don't have to worry about Christmas paper this year. And I can't believe Christmas is just in a few months. This is insane how quick and fast this year is going and moving by. But I am so excited for fall. I'm so excited for the cool weather. I know I've said this 1,000 times to you guys. We are a football family. Absolutely love it. And football is always playing in our home on the weekends. We go back and forth between different, if one game is over, we find another game. Just, that is who we are. And so our weekends are now kind of just, at home and just relaxing to some degree, and catching up and watching football. So let me know if you guys are into football. Let me know if football is your thing. We are very big in it. I know there's a lot of people that love, soccer or basketball. My kids love sports in general, but football is our go-to sport. Then it's baseball. So anyway, but just let me know down below, which is your favorite sport? Which time of year is your favorite? Here in Florida, it's always hot year round. I mean, we may get like 2, potentially 3 months of slightly cooler weather. And I am so looking forward to that, where I don't have to run the AC and just open up my windows and allow the cool breeze to come in and kind of just, what do we say, breathe the, kind of just clear out the air in the house, because, with all the windows closed and AC always running, it just, sometimes the house, there's a smell and it gets stagnant, and I just don't want that. So, that's just a one time year that we can actually open up our windows here in Florida without it being extremely hot and humid and just disgusting. So I'm going to be showing and sharing with you guys the after here shortly. So stay tuned for that. But like I said, let me know down below, which is your favorite time of the year and favorite sport. Now, as you guys can see how much of a mess this room is. It's when he left for college, everything just kind of got pushed in here, and we need to get this room back in order. So there was a lot of dust. There was a lot of vacuuming done in this room. When he was home, he kept it clean. It actually looked really good. I didn't have to get on him about his room. But excuse me, since I am going to be storing a few things in here, and we haven't been in here, there's just been a lot of dust accumulated. So we need to make sure we dust everything, store everything in this closet. And when he does come home, he still has access to his clothes and to the items in his drawers and his dresser. So that's not a problem. That will never be a problem. So I'll be shifting over the dresser a little bit so that You guys will see that the drawers will open up nicely without hitting the closet doors. But while I was in this room, I told my husband that this room needs a massive overhaul. We will need to come in here and repaint and fix a lot of things in here. And I will definitely show you guys that at the end. So when I said that I will be coming in here at some point, because I told him this is not a one-person job. He is going to have to help me because some of the, what is that, the boards or the trimming? I don't know what that's called. Not board and batten, not that. I don't even know what that trimming is called, but that is coming off the wall in some areas. So we're going to have to nail those back in and then put some, some caulk and fill that in some of the cracks so that we can paint the walls nicely. Just this room, like I said, it needs a massive overhaul. So now we're over by the window and there was so much dust, you guys. It was crazy. The amount of dust. I was surprised that I wasn't even sneezing. But I did need to take these curtains down. They had so much cat hair left on them from Harley when he was here. So we'll be taking down the curtains. My husband will be putting up a new curtain rod in here because I do have one in the den actually. So instead of me trying and putting 1,000 holes in the wall and having the rod look cattywampus, I'm not going to make that attempt. So he's going to assist me with that by putting up a new curtain rod. And once this room is painted, I will definitely get new curtains in here to kind of just go with the theme. He gave me an idea of what he wants, meaning Cameron, what color. And I told him that I have a lot of the same brown that I have, and I showed it to him, the same brown that I've been using like in the kitchen, just a lighter version. And he loved that. So I will be using that in here. And what I'll be doing it here is also color drenching. So I'm excited for that. I can't wait to do it, but I'm dreading it because I know the amount of work that this room is going to take for my husband and myself. And I may even have the itch one day to be like, you know what, bump it. I'm going to do it myself. Because there's times where I get, what does he call it? Meaning the husband. What does he call it? Antsy, impatient. And yes, when I want to get a project done, I'll do it. So here I located majority of all of Cameron's socks. So I'm like, this is nuts. So I moved the bed so I can put the blanket away. I didn't even change the sheets because, again, I'm not going to. There's no need for me to do that at the current moment, but I will later down the line when we get to redoing this room. Or before he comes home, I'll definitely get the sheets washed and make his bed. So, but we're almost done over here in this corner. Like I said, there's going to be tons of vacuuming because of the amount of dust that's in this room. So while Cameron was home, he wanted to make his room feel like a studio. So this coffee table, you guys will get a better look at it here shortly. He found on the side of the road on the way home from running an errand or whatnot. And he put this bad boy in the back seat of his car. And he was so excited about it. So excited about it. So when I got home, he was like, "Mom, you're not going to believe what I found." And he showed me, and I said, whatever floats your boat, kid. If you like it, I love it. So he loved it. It's a nice ambiance. It adds a nice touch to his room. He's able to sit down on the sofa and watch TV and prop his feet up on the coffee table. And you know, when it's all nice and clean and that little lamp is on, it gives a great ambiance in there. It looks really good. It does look like a studio. I said, "Kid, the only thing you're missing is a shower or a sink or something." But if you notice that I do have a desk chair, there was a desk in here. Liam confiscated the desk, and so he's got it in his room. So when Cameron comes back, I will be purchasing him a new desk, something more to his liking, so that it can fit in here properly. And we may end up getting rid of the cube thing itself at some point. I'm not sure as to when. But that's going to be, something that he wants to do. He likes the sofa in here, the big TV in here. The TV is actually in the living room because we were watching him play football, and also whatever other football game that was going on this week while I was cleaning this. Florida State wasn't playing. It was their week off. So it was like, whatever. Once my son finished playing football, I was like, I'm done. I'm just going to get up and I'm going to start cleaning. So anyway, so yeah, I mean, it's a great size room. The carpet, the rug there, I got from Target at a really good deal. And it just looks good. It looks nice and clean, and he's excited to have his own space again, and to lounge and to do what he wishes in here. Well, not necessarily, but for him to lounge. I mean, he is a teenage boy in college. So now we're in the hallway, and this is kind of where everything goes. One space or one area gets clean, another one gets messy. So I just need to get all the stuff, take it to the trash, get the things that are going to be donated, and straighten up this area so that I can then end the day with a clean house, you guys. All of the rooms, minus my bedroom and Liam's room, is all nice and clean on this day. So but it's so good to have all the rooms, especially Cameron's room, finally cleaned and put back together. So, this room is cleaned. I was able to put things away. I'm going to show you guys the after. Took the curtain down because it needs to get cleaned or washed. I'm removing this because I have a curtain rod in the den that I'm going to replace this with. But I'm going to let the hubs do that. I'm not doing it, but I am washing the curtains. We do the blackout curtains in here because this gets the sun and it gets really, really hot in this room. However, I'm going to show you why I'm going to come in here and do a whole new repaint everything. I'm going to show you guys why. This room needs a new paint job. So you see there's scratches on the wall, the paint, the discoloration. Excuse me. And then down here, where our sweet little Maya decided to chew up the wall. The doors are pretty bad. There's a ding there. I mean, the walls need a huge repaint. That needs to get painted, so I need to come in here and fill up all these holes, excuse me, on the walls. But look, see, like, this is splitting. This needs a fresh coat of paint, like just everything in here. So this is why I will be doing this room and setting it up just kind of like a guest room for people to come. Or when Cameron comes home, this obviously he'll get back in here. I was able to stack the suitcases, put the other red one in that one, the smaller one, stack that on there. Put Max's walker there. Not that he's using it, but we're keeping it because we never know. The movies that you guys saw that I stacked or put away are in that one. Those two totes down there are of my aunts and my uncles. pictures and belongings. Just some, and then the CDs, I brought them up here. So this is kind of like the storage closet. Cameron's clothes are in here. Now again, he's off at college, and so when he comes home, he'll have access to this room. He'll have access to this room. Right now, Liam has his desk, using it in his room. So that's why the chair's there without a desk. But once he comes home to use this room, then we'll put his desk back in here, and he'll have more room in there. But we'll be able to kind of maneuver some things. But when he's home, he's only going to be home for a couple of months and then back off to college. So there isn't necessarily right now kind of like a permanent, but this is his room. This is where his things are. We've got his shoes up here, all of his shoes there. He's got more with him. But yeah, this is kind of where we're at. So I miss my kid, but he did play really well today. I was able to watch him play some football. So Mama's happy. Just a few of the items that I found to donate. So I still have my bin. My trunk's still full of stuff to donate. So I'm going to add these items to it. So I've got a Nerf gun, just going through that front closet. Some of the kids' old football uniforms that we can donate. These bins, don't need them, getting rid of them. So that's going to go into the trunk of my car. These items are not for donate, however, they were misplaced. So we've been looking for these, but they were in Cameron's room the whole time. So we need to put them back here. Put those back in there. These items need to go into the garage. This doesn't, but these do. So, and then I knew I had two of these. The other one was in his room. That's why I couldn't find it. Couldn't find it. Now I can. Now I have my two. So I am going to now make me some dinner. It is 8:02, and had my fill with football today. I got the house cleaned. I didn't film just the regular tidy. I just vacuumed the floors, mopped the floors, dusted a little bit, did some laundry. I showed you guys a little bit of laundry, but I did more laundry, vacuumed the laundry room, vacuumed the boys' bathroom, kind of tidied that up a little bit. And then what I wanted to do was definitely get that closet done in the living room, as you guys saw, and then also Cameron's room. So my next video, because it's late, I'm not doing anything else tonight. Tomorrow, which is Sunday, I am going to be organizing this closet. And then also going through underneath my cabinets and then cleaning my room. I gotta do that. So, and then my house will be nice and clean. The house is actually smelling really good. I've got a candle burning that's like pumpkin spicy, yada, yada, yada. So I look like a hot mess because I am a hot mess. It's late, I'm hungry, I'm tired, and I'm going to finish my book. I've got like maybe one chapter left or a few pages of a chapter. So I'm excited to get that done. And then that would be book number 9 for the year. My goal was to do 15. And this summer I was stuck on one book for a little bit, just could not get past it. But I didn't want to start a new book, so I pushed through and I finally did it. And then now these books I'm reading, I'm just running right through them. because it is juicy. So if you guys want to know what I'm reading, go over to my Instagram page. I post every time I put a story that I've read. And let me know if you guys are enjoying those too, or if you've got any recommendations. Let me know. But I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. It was a little different, all over the place, talked within, voiced over, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. And it brought you some some motivation, and tons of motivation, if not inspired you. But I'm tired, I'm hungry, and I'm ready to go to bed. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Much love, and God bless.